Welcome to another episode of That's Good Broncos pregame media week Super Bowl hype pointless prediction episode. I'm Brandon Perna, and today I'm going to tell you exactly why the Broncos will be Super Bowl 48 champions of the world. Well, unless you're stupid, then you know it's Super Bowl week. And you also know the Broncos and the Seahawks will be playing in the big game. What you don't know, what nobody can know for sure, is who will win the game. Well, that's why I'm here. I have watched all of the pregame coverage. I have watched all of the experts' analysis. I have listened to all of the terrible questions asked at Media Day, and I have discovered a truth. I have discovered two accurate predictions in this messy stew of media gibberish. The first accurate prediction came from Aaron Paul.
You must be a football fan if you're here at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course. I love football. Broncos.
That was quick.
All right, wait.
We didn't even ask you who we're going to take.
No,
Broncos. They're taking it down.
It took him less than 5 seconds to predict the Broncos will win. Sure, he doesn't know who Steve Mariucci is.
This is a great combo over here.
right,
He doesn't know who you are, you don't know who he is.
Don't stop.
But when you make your pick this quick,
Broncos.
it's gotta be accurate. I know what you're thinking, big deal, he's just a terrific actor. What does he know about football? And I understand that. But then I saw this.
So you think Denver and Peyton Manning will be leading this game in a blowout by halftime?
I think so, yeah, because I think he's just going to be more comfortable with the tension than a young guy, unless Wilson just has his moment, which is possible, but I think unlikely.
That's right, legend Jerry Seinfeld has not only predicted a Broncos victory, but he's predicted a blowout by halftime.
It will be blown out by halftime.
I knew my girlfriend and I were DVRing old Seinfeld episodes for a reason. Jerry, you were great in Seinfeld. You were pretty good in that B movie. But your best, most real performance came when you predicted a Denver Broncos blowout.
It will be blown out by halftime.
If Jerry believes in us, what can stop us? The legion of I made boom boom in my pants because Peyton Manning scored 100 touchdowns on us? The legion of oh no, we don't have our best friend, the 12th man, to help us win? I don't think so. On a serious note, I cannot wait for this game. I've never, ever been this excited. Not even when my first son was born. Just kidding, I've never been pregnant. I would like to say, though, that I do believe we'll win this game. It's no slight to Seattle. I honestly don't mind the Seahawks. I hate them this week. I fucking hate them this week. But I had their defense and Marshawn Lynch on my fantasy team last year. Not this season, the season before. And I won my fantasy championship. I think it's very ironic. They helped me win my first fantasy championship. And now, they're going to help me win the third Super Bowl for the Broncos. That's irony. I'm pretty sure that's what irony is. Here's the thing. Nobody can predict the outcome of this game. Nobody. And it's silly that we tune in day after day, hating the people who say the Seahawks will win, and praising the people who say the Broncos will win. Not only are the Broncos and Seahawks on opposite ends of the football spectrum in terms of the way they play, but they've had completely different paths to get to the Super Bowl. The Seahawks have played very strong defensive teams, especially in the playoffs. The Broncos have played very strong offensive teams, especially in the playoffs. Neither team has played a team like the other. My point is, we have no idea how this game will go down. No idea at all. And that's what makes it great. That's why we are all excited to watch the Super Bowl. And here's my X factor. I fucking hate that term, but here's my X factor. The Chicago Bears. The 2006 Chicago Bears had one of the best defenses in the league. They were second in points scored and third in points allowed. They played an outdoor Super Bowl where the weather was shitty for a little while, and they lost to Peyton Manning 29-17. Peyton knows how to beat a great defense in the Super Bowl, and this year, Peyton has more weapons to play with. He's already played this game and won. That's why my 31-17 Broncos victory prediction will be what happens. Game over. Broncos win 31-17. Super Bowl ring for the Broncos. Big fucking deal. Yeah, it's a big fucking deal. We're gonna win the Super Bowl. And the one last thing that will contribute to the Broncos winning the Super Bowl is that we're just flat out better than the Seahawks. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. This is the last episode before the Super Bowl, okay? I will see you guys after the game, after our victory. Make sure to watch the music video I made to help the Broncos win the Super Bowl. I don't want you to just watch it. I want you to tweet it to all of the Broncos players so they can watch it before the game to help them win. That way, after the Broncos win, John Elway can hold up that Lombardi trophy and say, "This one's for Brandon and Peyton and Champ." But mostly for Brandon. Also, if you go to my Facebook page, That's Good Broncos, make sure to check out NFL news and updates. It's another page. They were cool enough to like my Facebook page, and they got a lot of people reading their shit. And to be honest, it's pretty good. So go take a look at it. Welcome to another episode of That's Good Broncos pregame. Wee!